So basically, in a nutshell, he stays, decommission, he stays. Alright guys, so here are the tanks. So quick progress update is this light has stopped working, which explains why some of the plants are not looking that great. I mean, sorry about the reflection, but you can see a lot of yellow leaves. I think the plants are having a tough time. And this is a temporary light that my friend set up, and I think that kind of keeps the engine running. I don't see many of the fishes, but there are, I mean, most of the fishes are there, but I think many of them have disappeared, including the main gouramis. I don't see the tetras there. Oh, the tetras are there. I think they're a bit hiding. But all the cory fishes, they're there. Sorry, I don't think you can see anything with my reflection, but I'll get the tank repaired. And this is another tank. I think the Java ferns have been disappearing, so I have no idea what happened. And look at the mess. Jesus Christ, there's quite a lot of mess. Need to figure out. I think maybe it's these plants that have blocked the light out, and that's the reason why Java ferns must have died out. But thanks to the pothos, it seems to be having a good time. And this one seems to be stable. The plants are okay. And I can also see the cories. Yes, this is good. And to this tank, you don't really see them now, but yesterday I saw the rice fishes. Actually, they are there. I think I saw 4 of them. Some of them have passed away for sure, but it is what it is. Probably I have to, redo all the tanks again. And this one's gone, completely gone. I saw only 2 danios. They're hiding inside. I think I'll have to do a proper trimming here as well. I think I'm just going to reduce the fishes into one particular tank or one setup, so that at least I can bear with this setup for another 1 month, and come back to Singapore again, and then sort out the new setup, or even reducing it to one complete tank. Anyways, let's start rolling. Alright guys, so I think I have decided on what I'm going to do next. So last time I couldn't really show you all the tanks properly because of the reflection, so at least now I can show you all properly. Yeah, there's no reflection now. So the tank has undergone through some major damage. If you can look at it properly, the plants are not doing that great. I don't know, maybe the fishes were eating. And if you look at some of the plants, they're all yellow. It's basically the light got spoiled, so it didn't really have enough light. Yeah, so even Onibius has gone through quite a bit of a stress, and a lot of plants are without leaves. I actually did a bit of trimming as well, but by default you can see that the plant density, you can see that the plant density has reduced significantly. The fishes are okay, the cories are okay, aminostress, and I think the gouramis are missing. There's only one pearl gourami there. Yeah, clearly a lot of work to be done on this, but I think over time the plants will take over. But this time what I'm planning to do is I'm going to decommission the tank. So there was only 2 fishes alive in this tank, so I took them off to this. So I'm going to decommission this. And our rice fish, they're okay, they are doing well, except that the light, I moved this light to this tank, and this is just a temporary light that I had for the beta tank. So I'm using this for now, but I probably, once I decommission this, I'll take this light and switch it over here. And sadly there was no danios left. I had only 2 danios left, and I moved them to this tank. So basically, as a snapshot, so basically in a nutshell, he stays, decommission, he stays. And this is also in line with the plans of moving to a new house soon. So I think it's good time that I start reducing the tanks. Instead of me buying new fishes and putting them to the same fate, I decided to do it in this way. At least once I move to my new place, I can get down one proper setup and put all this thing to all of the fishes together. This, so who all made it on this tank? So this one's quite stable, this one's actually quite stable, didn't make it, made it, did not make it. Culprit here was the food dispenser, which didn't work, which stopped working. So the culprit here was the food dispenser. I think it has let out a lot of food at the same time, which kind of created ammonia spikes, and that's the reason why the fishes may have died. Well, let me see if I can show you. Actually, the ghost shrimps are massive in size. I mean, when I left them there was only 1 or 2, but I saw a lot of ghost shrimps here, mono shrimps. Maybe it's the excess food that made them to breed. Now they're not coming out, but I'll try to videotape them later. Around 8 or 9 of them actually. So maybe it was the excess food that caused their population to go high, but all the fishes, they have gone. I think sadly they have passed away, and I think the main guess is basically ammonia poisoning. So time has come for me to decommission this tank. I think that's the best idea, at least. So I've taken some of the fishes from this tank to our main tank, and I'm just going to remove all the substrate, and at least it will be part of the decommissioning process. So this one and this one, so I'm going to remove 2 of these tanks, and I'm just going to keep them in one corner, and till I find my new place, they're just going to be in one corner. So at least I can start using these filter and the light, either for these tanks, or maybe this one definitely needs a better light. Okay, so let's start working.